So thank you for joining me.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Uh,
Appreciate it.
I mean, at the minute, you can't really have any conversation without mentioning the coronavirus word. How have you found the last 12 months, and kind of where were you when it all started, and how have you found it?
Yeah. When it all started, I was in Spain. It was my second pro season. I played for a team called Adba in League Two in Spain. We were going into, I think we might have had like 6 or 7 games left in our season. Um, so we were pretty much almost down at the end of the stretch, basically, in our season. And all I remember was Monday, they told us, okay, well, we have practice. So we practiced Monday. They said, we'll have games, but we won't have fans. So that was like the first thing. And then Tuesday came and we practiced Tuesday morning. We didn't practice Tuesday night. They canceled it. Wednesday, we normally don't practice. Thursday, canceled practice again. Friday, team meeting. Saturday, I was on a plane home. Like it happened so fast. Like honestly, I just didn't know what to expect. I wasn't really sure about anything in that moment. I mean, as we all were kind of like unsure what was going to happen, what to do next. It was just a really strange experience, honestly. But I did know that in that moment when we had that team meeting, everyone they were very discouraged, and so was I. And I was like, well, if that's the case, I would know I want to be home, regardless of anything. And I think that's the best place, that we all agree that everyone should just go home. So literally packed my bags all night, got on the plane. Saturday night, I think it was like March, I want to say 7th or 8th, I believe,
Right.
somewhere around there. Yeah. Um, yeah, and then from there, I was home for some time, obviously, just not knowing what was my next move, not even knowing if I would play basketball again, just unsure, as the months went by. At first everything was closed, literally. So there wasn't really much to do at all. And then it came to a point where I'm like, okay, I got to get back on my feet. I started working out again, going to like the park. Since it's outdoor, that was like the only thing that was kind of open, running outside and stuff like that. Just trying to get just some endurance in, just trying to get motivated again. And I got the call from Tom, and he said, "Hey, the Essex Rebels want to have you back." And I told him like, I would love to come and play for you guys. I enjoyed my first year there, and there's no reason why um, I shouldn't come. I had got like maybe one or two other offers that I kind of turned down prior to that. But yeah, so that's how I ended up back here.
Yeah, it's been like a whirlwind 12 months, hasn't it? Like I think you mentioned there the uncertainty of everything. Like one week we're
Yeah,
okay, and then the next week all back into another lockdown, and I think it's just the uncertainty that everyone's feeling at the minute.
yeah. Honestly, that's it. It was just the idea of just not knowing. And honestly, like I said, I didn't even think I was gonna play again.
Yeah.
But when I got the opportunity and I felt like it was the right one for me, I took it. So yeah.
So where were you from? Like originally, where were you born?
Okay, so originally I was born in Paterson, New Jersey. I lived there up until I was 5 years old, and then my mom and my family we moved to Florida. So I was raised in Florida all my life. Yeah, so
And when did
that's
you
pretty
start?
much.
Kind of when did you get the basketball bug? When did you start playing?
Yeah, so I actually started playing when I was 10 years old. Is actually why that is was my jersey number. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that number this year. But yeah, when I was 10 years old, um, we had a neighbor across the street who had a basketball goal, and I would go outside and I would just play with them for fun.
Mhm.
Not really realizing that I just enjoyed it so much, and that's really how I got into it. And then the next year, I was on my middle school. I tried out for my middle school basketball team, and I made the team. And ever since then, it's just been my love. I've never stopped playing since.
Was there a specific person, or was it just that the neighbors who kind of were playing and you joined in, or was there a specific person who inspired you to kind of play and continue to play?
Not really. It's actually interesting. Not really. My dad did play basketball, but I did not grow up with him, so I don't know. Maybe it was just kind of in my blood, maybe a little
Blood, it's
bit.
in blood.
um, but there wasn't any specific person really. But once I got more into it, then I started to really like watch the game, and I started to learn about like players like Lisa Leslie, who was the first woman to dunk the basketball, and Kobe Bryant, and obviously I knew about Michael Jordan, and the greats of this game, and um, but no one at first really like inspired me. It was just that like, yo, I love playing this, sport, and I played other sports too. I ran track and field. I did the long jump and the high jump as well. I played tennis. I played volleyball. I played soccer, which you guys would call football. Like I did it all. Like I was on a swim team. Like, but basketball is just something that I just fell in love with. And ever since then, I just never turned back. So yeah.
So you mentioned kind of trying out for your kind of your high school team and think what is your basketball kind of journey to get to where you are now at Essex? I know you've mentioned playing in Spain and playing Essex
Yeah.
previously. What are the stages of your career so far?
Yeah. So from So basically, from middle school, I went to high school. I know it's just a little bit different for you guys, so I'll try to kind of break it down as best as I can. I went to high school, and basically, high school is almost like your sit form, your last 2 years in sick form, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and basically, I played for this travel ball team, and basically, we travel all around and play other teams, which is what gave me the exposure that I got to go to college and play in the NCAA. Um, so after playing in this travel ball team and getting the exposure from college coaches and stuff like that, I ended up having like 4 offers from Division I colleges, and um, at the end of the day, I went with the college that I felt I had built a great relationship with, and it ended up being LIU Brooklyn, Long Island University, in Brooklyn, New York. So I went there. I got a full scholarship to play basketball there. Um, and throughout my time there, I went there for 4 years. Throughout my time there, my first 2 years was kind of rough. I didn't really get much playing time. Just trying to, get the feel of the environment. It's my first time being so far away from home. Playing against girls that were like ballers, and just learning where I fit in and how I can approach the game in a way to be successful, basically, and as well as in my studies also. Um, so basically, and my last year came, I killed it, averaging double doubles. Was on the dean's list, so both academically and athletically, I was just killing it on and off the court. And there's this program called Team Gliss that one of my teammates told me about, and basically what it is, because at that point when I was going to go to graduate now, I didn't really know what my next step was going to be. So I just remember one of my teammates, like who played for Essex, I think a year prior. She was like, "Yo, check out Team Glias. It's a great program where you put all your accolades, all your information from the degree that you got to your sports, and you can upload your highlights on there." And basically, it gives you opportunity to continue to study as well as play your sport. And I was like, "That's cool. Like, let me check this out." And So I did it. I hopped on there, put in all my information, and there was actually a coach that heard about me prior to me doing that from Nottingham. And I was going to end up I was originally supposed to go to NTU because we built kind of a relationship and stuff like that. And but when I uploaded my information on this Team Glias, I got contacted by the Essex Rebels and a couple other schools as well, and they offered me, a full ride to get my master's degree and to play professionally. And it was the Rebels' first year in the WBBL, and they explained all this to me, and I went back to the coach and I told the coach, I said, "Hey, I know we kind of." This is the coach at NTU. I said, "Hey, I know we kind of built a relationship, and no hard feelings, but I think this may be a better fit for me. And she said, I respect that. Thank you for letting me know. And, and then we just went from there, and we still have a great relationship to this day. And that's basically how I got into Essex. And then once I got here, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how the experience was going to be. All I knew that, okay, they speak English, we speak English, which is great, because I know when you go, and it was my first time living like in another country away from home. And, oftentimes when you go to other countries, the first thing that you kind of worry about is language barrier. And I was just like, at least I know that they speak English, so that may make it easier for me. And I also have cousins that live out here too. So I felt a little more comfortable knowing that at least there's someone nearby, if things just don't go, or, whatever I may be worried about. So, yeah.
And then obviously after Essex, you moved to Spain for the year.
Yeah.
Obviously you talk about the language barrier. Do you speak any Spanish?
Un poquito español, just a little bit. So then I got the opportunity after my first season in playing for the Essex Rebels to play in Spain. Actually, I played in one league right below their number one league in the country, which was dope. I played against some really, really talented athletes. These girls were great, and I enjoyed the experience a lot. It just sucked because the team that I was on, it just wasn't maybe the right fit for me. And I was glad to get the opportunity because it just exposed me to competition, and I love it. I love a great challenge, and I played well in the league, but I definitely think I could have done better. But I also feel like I might not have been put in the best situation, if that makes sense. But like I said, I did enjoy playing out there. It was a great experience, and it was just great competition. And I took a Spanish class to try to learn the language a little bit more. I actually lost a lot of what I learned because I stopped practicing, which I wish I didn't do, but I would like to get back into it. I think it's great if you're able to, speak another language or be bilingual, or, whatever it is. What was I going to say? Oh, and then my coach. So our head coach didn't really speak English, but he was learning English as well. And then our assistant coach is who used to translate to me. So her English was pretty good. But at some point, like throughout the season, it was crazy because it became a point where I was understanding everything he was saying without her even translating to me. So I think I got to a point where I was understanding it more, but I just couldn't speak it. And I think that was really cool. But I think it's because I know basketball, and I think sometimes you're like, okay, I already know what he means by this, because it's the same language, like where he's preaching something that I've been taught or that I'm learning already. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it was also easy to relate to. So yeah.
You've kind of had the 2 seasons now in the WBBL. How would you compare the 2 seasons? Obviously, with coronavirus, very, very different kind of look of a basketball match and things like that. But how would you compare your 2 seasons with the standard of the league and that kind of thing?
So I think the first year, I think it was a different team. I think it was a different league where I think in the league we kind of knew who was going to win because we had those top teams like Seven Oaks and Leicester who were just, and I think Sheffield at the time, they were kind of up there when they were in the league, who were just, killing it. Mm-hmm. Manchester, those teams. And like I said, it was Essex Rebels' first year in the league. So it was just, I think the team was just trying to just get a start, trying to build a culture and create, what Essex Rebels basketball is. Mm-hmm. Whereas this year, I feel like this is the third year now, and I think we have a great team. I enjoy playing with these girls. And I think at the start of this, no one knew what to expect from us. And I think that's why we've been so successful this far. But not only that, we work hard each and every day. And I think what we do so well at is that we just have each other's back and we all have the same goal. And I believe if we continue to push on to that and still have that same mindset, we can be very successful. These last couple of games, I think we kind of lost our ways, but we just need to get back on track. I think what Tom is doing is great, and he's trying to build Essex Rebels, the culture here for the Essex Rebels. And if we continue to, just keep working hard, and it'll be a good season for us. It'll be a definite. And I think what's different about this year as well is that it can be anyone's game. This can be anyone's game. Anyone can win at any time. And I like to think that we're the underdogs. So you expect you don't know what to expect from us. And so yeah, that's about it.
Has it been harder to gel this season, like as a team, or have you kind of, obviously you haven't been able to go out socially as much and things like that? Has it been harder to get to know the girls a bit, like personally?
No, not too much, only because I live with my teammates. So that kind of helps. But I actually spend a lot of time together throughout the week when we're in the gym, because we just have we have the opportunity to. But I think it is tough because we also, it's like, yeah, this is your teammates, but we don't always want to be in a practice setting or in a team environment, you know what I mean? And whereas if COVID wasn't in the play, we could be able to do things like, I don't know, go bowling or go to the movies together, stuff like that, which I think is great because it builds team camaraderie. But I do believe that in just such a short period of time that, like, we've all just gelled, and I don't know, we all just have this bond that we've created almost instantly. Like I said, it's almost like, it feels like we've known each other for so long, but we've only known each other for like 2-3 months, which is crazy. But I love each and every all of them. I love all of them, and I know that they have my back and I have theirs, and it's been great so far.
What you mentioned obviously Tom and the great work that you feel he's doing. Kind of what's he like as a coach? What's he like to play for?
Oh, he's cool. He's a cool guy. I know he cares, and I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of coaches that I've had in the past. There's very few whose best interest is in the players. Mm-hmm. And for sure, that's one thing I can say is that I know he cares about us and he only wants what's best for us. And I can't give him all the credit also because Kat, as you guys all know, Kat Lutz, now known as Kat Sadler, she's a huge role in this team, and she brings a lot of insight. And her IQ for the game is just immaculable. Like, it's amazing, and I love learning from her. We all learn from her each and every day, and she puts a lot into this team as well. So it's great playing for them, and by far, maybe one of the I'm sure he'll end up seeing this. Maybe one of the best coaches I've had thus far. Maybe.
So how do you feel your personal season, your individual performance season has gone so far? I mean, you've put up some huge numbers in games. How do you feel like it's going?
Man, I'm just blessed to be able to play this game, honestly. There's a lot of people right now who didn't get the opportunity to continue their season, and I think we're just blessed to be able to even have a season, and I'm just blessed to do what I love, honestly, and I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for my teammates. They push me every day, and I just work hard every day. I don't even think about the accolades. When I get out there on the court, I just go out there to play, not only for myself, but for my family and for my teammates. And yeah, that's it. I'm just blessed to be able to play, man.
So thinking about your teammates, I've got some kind of questions for you, just to kind of like best shooter, best passer. And I want you to give me your honest opinion of your teammates. So
okay, yeah, that's cool.
On the Essex squad was the best shooter? Like the out.
Oh, Splashly, Ashley Munns, man. That girl's a shooter. When she's hot, she's on fire. by far, I think. Yeah, it's close. It's close. It's close. But yeah, she's a great shooter.
What about the best passer? Someone who can kind of find that pass.
I want to say it might be a tie between Dre and Carla. Okay. You know what? And maybe Megan too. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We'll go with tie between Dre and Carla. Tie between Dre and Carla. Yeah.
Who's got the worst taste in music?
Oh, I'm gonna say Lou. But it's crazy because she listens to everything. But I remember one day we were in the weight room, doing some S&C, and she put on her phone, and we were all like, "Make it stop, please!" Like, she just, I don't know. She listens to everything, which is crazy to me. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe it was just that playlist that day, but it was terrible.
Who's the funniest to have around in the squad?
Oh man. Oh, we did this the other day. I believe it's myself. And the other day the team voted top 3 was myself, Yasin, and Lou. We were top 3, not in any specific order. But yeah.
Yeah, you can vote for yourself, that's fine. Who's most likely to forget the play that you're running at the time? Who's most likely to mess it up?
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a couple of those times, which is so weird to me too, because like I've always been so great at plays, but I think twice now a play was drawn up and I was just like, yo, what am I doing? What is happening right now? But maybe if not me, maybe I don't know, maybe Yesin. I don't know.
Last one about teammates, and you've got one shot to win the game. You're a point behind, last second. Who are you passing to hit the last shot?
Good question. Good question. Is it a 3 or is it a 2?
We'll go with both of them. 3 first.
Okay. 3 first. If it's a 3, definitely Ash or Dre.
Okay.
Oh, I can't even say that. Oh, because Carla's clutch too. I like to think of Carla as a silent killer. I feel like people forget about her, but she's a beast. I love her game, man. If it's a 2, I want to go with myself or Lou. Man, I have so much faith in my teammates, man. They're all ballers, man. I love them girls.
I've got some questions for you now. Some just quick fire questions, like either or answers.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just hit with them. Starbucks or Costa?
Starbucks.
McDonald's or KFC?
Or no? Yeah. None, man. If I had to pick, maybe McDonald's because I like their snack wraps, but I don't really eat fast food.
Do you prefer to score a basket or block someone's shot? I saw a couple of blocks of yours at the weekend. Pretty impressive. But which one do you prefer? Like
blocking a shot, because I score all the time. But when I get those monster blocks, man, it's a great feeling.
Favorite Netflix series?
Ooh, okay, that's tough. I have a couple. How to Get Away with Murder, La Casa de Papel. I have Good Girls, a couple of good ones. I watch a lot of Netflix series. But yeah, those might be top 3, I guess. Oh, I just watched another one as well, Behind Her Eyes. That was a good one as well.
I haven't heard of any of these.
No way! You have to check them out. They're really good.
Do you have a favorite Disney film?
Oh.
So the important question. Yeah. Getting them out there.
Oh man. When I was a kid, I used to love Stuart Little. I love Stuart Little, Lion King. Oh man, there's so many. There's so many. But yeah, we'll go. I don't know if The Land Before Time is a Disney film, but The Land Before Time, that's a throwback. I watched that a lot when I was a kid. Yeah, there's a couple, but I just named three, so yeah.
Okay, probably the most important question. Would you have pineapple on a pizza?
No, no, no. I have this debate all the time. I have this debate all the time. And it's crazy because my girlfriend loves pineapple with pizza. She's from California. And I guess it's a thing in California. Like everybody likes pineapple on pizzas.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we were in the store in Florida when I was home, and there's a guy, he was just talking to us, and we were just having the debate about pineapple on pizza. And he was like, so we said to him, yo, like we just started asking people in the store, like, do you like pineapple on pizza? He's like, oh, heck no. But he was from New York, and people from like up north, they're known to like, you don't put pineapple on pizza. Like if you're eating a pizza, you're eating it with pepperoni, whatever it is that you're putting on it, but just not pineapple. And so we went around the store like asking everybody if they like pineapple on pizza. And for the most part, everyone said no. There was a select few that said yeah, but no pineapple on pizza. No, no, no.
So Essex have got London and Newcastle up next weekend. How do you see
Yeah.
kind of those matches panning out?
No, I think it'll be a great game for us. I think these past couple of games, it's been a rough go for us. But I believe we're gonna get back on track and just continue to play our game and just get better and continue to work hard this weekend and just look forward to playing them. It would be our first time playing them as far as the WBBL championship. We played them when we played trophy. Um, yeah, I'm just ready to play. I'm just ready to play them. We're excited to play. And then as far as Newcastle, it's like I said, it's always anyone's game in this league. And if we play how we know we can, I think we'll be very successful, and we're going to try to just work hard and go out there and get the dub.
Well, I really appreciate your time today. It's been fascinating to get to know you a bit better and kind of hear about your career and the fact that
Yeah, thank you.
no on the pineapple. Definitely.
No on the pineapple.
But no,
No, thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.